Karl Blanchet is the director of the Geneva Center of Humanitarian Studies, and he joins us now live from Geneva for more on this story. Thank you so much for joining us here on the program. Now, millions of people, as we've mentioned, rely on aid provided by NGOs. What are the main issues here? Why are we seeing a decrease in funding lately?
So I think what we have seen during the pandemic is unfortunately a closure of borders and a huge re-centralization of the concerns. So European countries are now looking at their own countries and their own populations. This is a great concern for us. I think having this global solidarity with many other countries like Yemen, like Syria, like Afghanistan is very important. That's the way we're going to progress together, and that's very important to maintain humanitarian assistance.
Right, and these organizations provide everything from food to medical supplies and even hygiene products to people in need. To what extent are these people feeling the effects of the reduction in funding?
It's very, very important. I mean, if we have a reduction of funding like we have seen in Yemen and Afghanistan, basically it means that basic services like healthcare, like food, are not available anymore. And today in Afghanistan and Yemen, we have a lot of people who have, and children who are suffering from malnutrition. It's a huge effect on population and their health and the survival.
Talk to us a bit about some of the humanitarian aid work that these NGOs do on the ground, directly one-on-one with these people in need.
So what they do, the humanitarian organizations have the capacity to be able to provide very specialized services. So in my sector, health, for example, all the basic services in terms of surgery, for example, when people are suffering from trauma, it could be during war, it could be about bullets, it could be about bombing, but as well all the nutrition services that are really essential in this kind of situation. It is very important that these organizations have access to populations. They have the capacity to go to remote places as well and to provide these kind of essential services.
Talk to, or rather, how optimistic are you that NGOs will be able to come back from this issue?
I'm quite optimistic. Recently, I mean, just yesterday, the UN resolution on removing the international sanctions, for example, on Afghanistan, is now going to be a huge enabling factor for all these NGOs, humanitarian relief and UN agencies to get access to populations in Afghanistan. So as an international community, we can do a lot by putting in place the right legal and policy environment to make sure that access to population in danger can actually be reached by all these relief agencies.
All right, Karl Blanchet, thank you so much for joining us here on the NewsHour and sharing that insight with us.